Right then guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the pre-match chat ahead of Newcastle versus Leicester tomorrow at St James's Park, 2:15 kickoff. In today's video we will be talking about Leicester, their current form in the Premier League, as well as their fantastic win in the Europa League Conference. We'll also be talking about Newcastle, an injury update for Fraser and Willock, and a potential hint from Eddie Howe at a Sean Longstaff start tomorrow. All of that and my prediction for the game at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that and let me know your predictions down in the comments below. So this is the second of 3 home games in a row for Newcastle, winning the first against Wolves last week 1-0. Fantastic result. I was going to say fantastic game. It wasn't the most exciting game if I'm honest, but it was a big 3 points. It was a great atmosphere under the lights Friday night where Chris Wood scores the penalty, Bruno plays a fantastic performance, and the celebrations continued into town after. It was a great experience at St James's Park on Friday, and Eddie Howe showed his love for it as well. He spent quite a lot of time celebrating, particularly in front of the Gallagher after the game. He spoke about that in his press conference where he kind of said, you know, it was the first win out after losing 3 games in a row. It was a great chance to get a bit of momentum back, a bit of confidence back. He said that he was really clapping the fans and thanking the fans for the great support they've given. And he wouldn't say this, but I felt it was a bit of a, job done in a way. In terms of staying up this season, I will jinx nothing yet until it's definitely done. But we're there, aren't we? It was a big 3 points. I think Eddie Howe was kind of, really taking that in and celebrating. It felt like a big moment for us. And as I say, now going into the second of 3 home games in a row, we want to continue that momentum as well. In terms of Leicester coming up to St James's Park, they've actually got a pretty good record up here. So they are going to be looking at this as a chance to, pick up 3 points themselves. Having said that, in the Premier League, the mid-table, aren't they? They've not had the greatest season in the Premier League. I think they'll be disappointed with that. But to kind of make up for that, they've had a cracking time in Europe, in the Europa League Conference, beating PSG in the midweek, and now looking at the semi-final against Roma. That's pretty big. And you might say, as a Newcastle fan, this is good for us because they've travelled through the midweek. Now having to come up to Newcastle, they're travelled, they're tired, they've already played a game. And I would agree with you, normally, but strangely, Leicester seem to do better off the back of Europa League games. Statistically, they seem to win them after that, so maybe it's not a good thing overall. One good thing, however, as I say, is their full attention will be on that now. They want to keep winning, they want to keep the momentum going, but they're not going to want to overwork the players. They're not going to want to pick up unnecessary injuries. They're not going to want to tire players out. So that kind of stuff definitely does back our corner a little bit there. But as I say, I fully expect Leicester to come up here and give us a very good game. And I think it'll be a tough game for both teams. I mean, in terms of Newcastle and what I expect in terms of lineup, Fraser unfortunately went off injured after 13 minutes in the last game, and we don't expect him to be back. The update on Willock is that I think it's touch and go. He may be available for the game tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But Eddie Howe also spoke about Sean Longstaff. He spoke about Miggy. He's bigging Miggy up loads at the moment. He spoke about Lascelles a bit. He spoke about Gale as well, bigging up Gale. One of the best trainers in the club. And I'm starting to get this vibe. As I said, big game against Wolves, huge 3 points. We're just about crossing that line in terms of staying up this season. I felt like Eddie Howe might have been hinting at maybe some shock changes to the lineup for this game. If not this game, we've got Crystal Palace on Wednesday as well. I do think that as we get into the final stretch of the season, we will start to see more changes. Because really, since Eddie Howe's came in, the lineup hasn't really changed. With Fraser out, I do expect it to be Miggy who comes in. He played a great game against Wolves. Again, I think possibly the best game I've seen him play ever in a black and white top. Or it's certainly in a long time. Obviously, Murphy had really kind of been first choice when either Fraser or St. Max had been injured, but Miggy came on, played great, so I probably expect him to start in Fraser's position. But I will be interested to see if maybe, if Willock isn't available, could we potentially see Longstaff get a chance? Will we actually bring Lascelles in? I don't really know, but I feel like that's kind of a wavelength he was heading on. And I mean, the talk of Gale, surely he won't get a game, but we'll have to wait and see. In terms of prediction for this one, I went 2-1 in my Premier League predictions that I did the other day. The Wolves game was great because we won and we scored and it was a great 3 points. But generally, it wasn't the most entertaining game. I'm hoping we can kind of, as I say, it was such a long time where we couldn't go to the match and actually look forward to it or enjoy it. Over the last few months, we've been able to go to the game and be excited for it and ready for it, but still anxious and nervous because we need the points. I almost feel like that game after Wolves has just settled things a little bit now, and I can just go to the game and just want to watch good football. A win would be amazing. I want to see goals, I want to see some entertainment, and if we could have a 1-1 or a 2-2, that would be quality as well. So let me know your predictions for the game down below. Let me know if you're going. It's on TV, so if you're just going to sit in the house and watch it, let me know as well. But as always, thank you for watching, guys. I will be back tomorrow with the match day reaction, the vlogs, all the good stuff. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that button. And if you haven't seen it already, I did a full chat about Fabian Shaw and the fact that he is hoping to sign a new contract with Newcastle ready for next season. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you later.